Hello, Maple. How you doing tonight? There's Peach and Cherry. Hello, Peach and Cherry. And there's little Pie, the magpie. Hi, Pie. Hey guys, it's Dennis here, and there's Kulika behind me.
Hi.
It's time for another video. Actually, one of our subscribers, her name is Morgan, she made a suggestion. She said, why don't you guys do a video and show how you clean their cages and feed them and like general care like that. So we thought, why not? That's a great idea. So today we're going to show you how and when we clean the cages. So Kulika's got her gloves on there, and she's got a cloth, and that water, is there any chemicals in there or what?
No, just the hot water I'm using. I don't put any chemicals because birds' respiratory system is very sensitive towards any kind of fumes. So we don't use any toxic chemicals. No chemicals whatsoever, just hot water.
Okay. So you have that cloth, and what do you have in the water there?
Yeah, and then I have this sponge, like this is a special sponge for scrubbing the bars in the bottom of the bird cages. So it would get all the poop loose.
Okay.
And, so I'm gonna scrub it off with that, and then I'm gonna wipe it off with a cloth. Afterwards.
Okay. So you're gonna start with Pie's cage?
Yeah. So first thing I do, I always while the cloth is clean, I always wipe the perches like this.
Guys, I'll show you where Pie is right now. Pie's hanging out on top of Peach and Cherry's cage, and there's Maple. We'll do your cage last, Maple. Let's get in there and see what she's doing. Yeah, she's wiping the perches.
Yeah, perches are most important because that's where the birds are. So they're on the perches, so they don't really go much in the bottom of the cage. Well, Pie does, at least here in this area, because that's what he's eating. But underneath the perches where most of the poop is, he doesn't really go there. So, but most important is to keep the perches clean.
So yeah, when the bird poops, it goes down and it lands down there. That's where we got that paper on the bottom. We'll talk about that later. But
this red stuff here is lingonberries. So I give them frozen lingonberries that we picked from Flotten Lake.
Yeah, that's just
so
berry residue.
The berries, so it just doesn't come off. So
no, it's stained, but it's okay. It's clean.
Once I'm done with perches, then I'll take this this sponge. It's good for scrubbing.
Yeah.
So it's kind of rough, and
you can
then
do those bars, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I wipe the bottom. Like all the poop off that's like dried up there underneath. It's not too terribly dirty right now because I cleaned it not too long ago, but
yeah,
it could use some more cleaning.
Peach is pulling on my shirt here. I'm filming here. Peach's beak came out of the bars there. He's pulling on my shirt. So how's it going there? Almost done?
Yeah, this cage is almost done.
Yeah. It's a little easier to do that cage because it's by itself there, yeah, and it's
not really bird cage. It's like for a dog or a cat. But then we don't really use it like a cat or dog cage because a bird would be walking in his poop. So we just lifted it up here and to make the space underneath here where the poop would go through and fall on those papers underneath. Because we don't want to put papers here because then
he'll peck on them, right?
Yeah, he'll be pecking and there is ink and that's toxic.
Yeah. So we don't want him getting in contact with the papers.
No.
So what's next now?
Next we're gonna go and change the water because I always change the water after each.
So each cage you'll change the water.
Yeah. So I'll go change the water and then I'll go do Peach and Cherry's cage.
Yeah. When she gets back, then she'll start Peach and Cherry's cage. While we're waiting for Kulika to come back with that clean water, let's take a look at Maple playing with those little eggs. Yeah, Maple likes playing. Kulika's back with the water change. Peach and Cherry, your cage is next.
Yeah, now we're gonna do the exact same thing. So I'll take this cloth and I'm gonna wipe off the perches first.
Peach is looking, and there's Cherry there. Jumping back and forth while she's doing the maintenance. They like to stay in while she's cleaning, so
they're not that dirty because I've been wiping them steady. So.
They stay in the cage. And then sometimes Peach even pulls her glasses off.
Yeah, he likes taking my glasses off or this comb from my hair or anything he can grab. Okay, Cherry.
Cherry's a little nervous, but he's always like that when you're getting too close up in his face.
Yeah, when I'm crawling in their cage, then Cherry's getting a little skeptical. He thinks I'm gonna grab him for some procedures or something.
Just noticed something, guys. Where's that netting that you used to have around here? When did you take that off?
I took that off just earlier today because I decided it's not really needed anymore, and people are always asking, why is it here? And I was wondering myself, so why is it here?
Yeah, look, it's so wide open
really
now. I was wondering why it was so easy to see in.
Yeah, so it wasn't really needed.
So yeah, when we first got this cage for Peach, when we only had Peach, he was the first bird we had. Kulika put that netting around because we weren't quite sure how Sammy would react, our cat. So she thought, I'll put that around because when we're at work or something, I'm not home. Cat's at home here and Peach is here. So we thought for a little extra safety, for security, we'd put that around. And then after a while, I think Kulika tried to even pull it off once. Yeah, you tried to pull it off one time and he didn't like it, right?
Yeah, I thought that I suspected it's not really needed because I didn't really think Sammy would go and reach in there or something. So then I was gonna take it off, but then Peach was our only bird then at that time, and Peach didn't like it. So he got kind of freaked out when I was trying to remove it.
He liked having that on.
Yeah, so he was used to that little film around the cage for some added security. So I put it back. So
You left it.
Yeah, so I put it back and I left it alone. But today I thought I'll see what happens. So I'm gonna take it off. I'll try to take it off again. And Peach and Cherry didn't mind one bit. And Maple was a little skeptical. She was wondering what was I doing. But then
yeah, they were wondering, Pie and Maple, but
yeah, Pie didn't like it at all. Pie got really worried, so he was just pacing back and forth. And I think I put some new perches here too today, and I think he was skeptical about this perch because he didn't know what this is sticking out here. And then the only way to calm him down was to actually let him go inside and check it out. So he hopped in and he checked it out, and then he was okay with it.
So yeah, it's off now. So are you done with the cage, or I lost track there while I was talking about that.
I just wanted to wipe this one.
You're just gonna do the racks now there, the bottom?
Yeah, and now we're gonna wash the bottom of the cage with this sponge.
Okay. So see guys, she checks the perches and then wipes them if needed. And then she cleans the bars underneath. Make sure that's all nice and clean. How often do you clean the cages, Kulika?
We clean it as needed, really. Well, usually like a couple of times a week or so.
Yeah.
But yeah, I focus more on perches, so it's important to have perches clean because Peach and Cherry, they never go in the bottom there. And I keep the perches clean. And whenever I see some poop on the birds, I always wipe it off. But then the bottom here, yeah, also like that. I try to wipe it off whenever I see more of it. But then this paper, this we just a couple of times a week we change this paper.
Change the paper,
that's
yeah.
not really in the contact with the birds. But just,
so I might as well ask you that now then. Why do you put paper on the bottom?
Well, that's really the only way to keep it easy, that cleaning, because if you would have to scrub it, it's really hard, and we can't really take the tray outside. In summer, I sometimes take the tray out and wash it with a hose. Yeah. But in winter, you can't do it. So.
No.
So yeah, with these papers, it's easier. It's easy to change them.
So when you're done all the 3 cages today, you'll put all fresh paper?
And then I put the fresh paper.
Yeah, so see, there's at the bottom of Maple's, there's some paper. We'll do that later. So Kulika went to change the water again. So she has nice fresh water for Maple. She should be back any minute here. Oh, she's coming in now. You'll see her. It's your turn, Maple. We're going to clean your house.
Yeah, Maple is also very cheeky. Like when Maple is in the cage and I'm cleaning and doing things, he would also mess with my glasses or if I have some attachments in my hair or something.
You mean she?
She, yeah.
There's the 2 little buggers. They're about the same age, these two, about 8 months old. Pie and Maple. And sometimes, some of you guys know you've been watching, Pie gets kind of cheeky with Maple. Chases her around, but she likes it. They're best buddies. So Kulak is wiping the perches.
And when the perches are clean, then I'll wipe the bottom.
Yeah.
Of these drawers.
It's easier to film from this angle. There's Maple up there inspecting. Yeah, your house is almost finished. She's wiping the bottom of Maple's cage. There's Peach. Your house is all nice and clean except for that paper. She'll do that last. It's looking good. Yeah, Kulika keeps them as clean as possible. So now you're going to do the paper, or what you're going to do now?
Yeah, and I always make sure this is all clean here.
Sometimes there's a water stain up there for when Pie has a bath and then the water dries,
Yeah,
so you might have seen that on another video, but it was nothing bad up there. But she washes it too up here.
Yeah, because there are places for water, so I usually have water here, and then Pie always goes bathing there.
And then it dries
and then
sometimes.
when water dries here, then you can see all these minerals here, so it's not really poop, that white stuff.
No, it's nothing
minerals
bad.
in the water.
You can't be perfect.
So
There.
next I'm gonna change the papers.
Okay.
Which isn't really a big deal, it's really easy, and it would only be a minute. Unless I get into reading.
No reading tonight.
Yeah, I don't know, there's something about these newspapers, like I never really sit down to read newspapers, so whenever I'm changing the papers for the birds, for some reason I keep finding interesting articles that I start reading, so which makes this full cleaning procedure to last much longer than it has to. So
Now she's going to take the paper out. She rolls it up.
usually just roll it up like this.
Yeah. It's usually not dirty under there, but if it is, she might wipe it. But if it doesn't need it, she doesn't do it.
Yeah, if it's dirty, then I just wipe it off a little bit.
But usually the paper catches most of it.
Yeah.
But it's so easy, one little quick wipe like that.
And
Now, Peach and Cherry just pulls out like that, and then she rolls that up.
yeah.
Peach is checking it out, and Cherry there. They're used to this procedure. They're pretty calm for that.
Usually just roll it up like this, and it's really easy.
Yeah. Now she's going to wipe the bottom of that one. Now she's going to Maple's. And we clean these carpets quite often too. We vacuum them and even clean them if we have to. If there's some loose stuff behind there, just vacuum it up. Not today in this video. Throw all those papers out. So she's going to put fresh paper now. So no reading, remember?
No.
They don't want to see you reading papers while we're doing this video. They just want to see what we do.
This full cleaning for all these 3 cages really will take only 15 minutes if I don't start reading.
No, don't read. Read on your own time.
I usually put several layers because they sometimes get soaking wet with papers because the birds are always bathing in their drinking dishes.
Water's falling and splashing. There's Maple. Maple's playing. Yeah, good bird. While Kulak is cleaning. Now she's doing the Peach and Cherries. Hello, Peach. Hi, Cherry in the back there. And finally, Maple's cage. Get her papers. If I wasn't here, guys, she'd be reading. We wouldn't be filming this, of course. So she wouldn't be in any hurry. We're not in a hurry anyways, but I just want to show you how it's done and get it done. Right, Maple? Yeah, there's Pie. He's quiet tonight. Yeah, nice and fresh again. So there you have it. That's how we clean the cages. Pie's saying thank you in his own language, not our language. Yeah, so thanks for that suggestion, Morgan. And we'll do a feeding video one of these times too, what we feed them. And then some other people even asked we could do a morning routine or evening routine. So we'll think about that too. And if you have any other ideas, leave a comment below. If you'd like to see something with the birds, we'll try and do it. Well, where'd he go?
He went to see Maple.
Yeah, when he was playing ball on top of the cage one time, we did a video. He was saying going, because we've been trying to teach him to say where you go or where you going. And so when I was throwing that ball around there, he was saying going. So that's what he was saying there. So thanks for watching this video, guys. We hope you enjoyed it. And if you're new here, please subscribe to our channel. And don't forget about that notification bell. I know I always say that, but some people maybe don't know that. Click that bell and see the status so you're always notified when we get new videos out. So we'll see you in the next one.